can't hear the music. It's the birthday show.
Yeah.
You're the birthday boy. Congratulations. Made it.
Thank you, buddy.
Made it to 42. Jackie Robinson year.
Yeah, that's what everyone calls it. J-Rob. J. Robinson year.
Made it.
Yeah.
You got big plans?
Went out last night. Went to dinner. And we were eating, ordering food. Tuna sticky rice. Chicken lollipops.
Sorry, I forgot I was still playing.
Side salad. And we ate it.
Nice.
We ate it. And we ate it. It was delicious. Freestyle.
Just the two of you.
Dinner time. Dinner time. Dinner time.
There we go. I got it. Hang on. All right. Now I know how to stop it. Okay. Sorry.
That was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I was jamming to that.
I think it's good to have in the back. I do think you made that point, like to have it really like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you fade it.
Yeah. And you're like telling a story, but you you make it and you increase the volume for dramatic effects. Like, tell you what, here's the thing about the Steelers this year. I don't know if they're going to win another game this year. Don't kill the messenger. I think they need to fire Mike Tomlin.
It's such a specific product. Talk radio. You know, there's one flavor of it. Everyone does it the same. There's just different people, different opinions. Same format.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's podcasting. That's today's talk radio.
Yeah.
This is it. We're doing it now. You guys getting some rain? It looks dark over there.
Oh yeah. It's been is it I guess not the same weather for both of us, but it's been like this for like 2 weeks now.
It's nice here.
Is it?
From what I understand.
Just because every year on September 29th is almost always beautiful. It's just a good time of the year. You know, it's usually like nice fall day. This is the first one in memory that's horrible, but it looks like starting on Sunday, this is going to be gone. I think it's the remnants from Tropical Storm Lee. Not to be confused with Geddy Lee, Robert E. Lee,
Captain Lee from Below Deck on Bravo TV.
Right.
Not him.
Captain Ron.
Captive Ron.
Ron.
Okay, I had a couple good ideas, and I sent them to you.
But do you want to see something real quick?
I do. Oh yeah, show me your new birthday phone.
You ready for it?
Sure.
It's titanium. Be prepared.
Okay.
There she is. Is she a beaut?
Yeah.
A great hand, good hand feel. It's a beautiful looking phone. It really is. If you're into design, I don't know how you couldn't appreciate the little titanium details around the camera.
Again, it's a good looking phone, but are you going to put a case on it?
It's fucking huge. No, I give. So this is what we were talking about with Apple Care. This is the beauty of Apple Care. So you pay $11 a month. A month. That's not cheap. It's like a Netflix subscription. You know, membership.
Yep.
And if it breaks, if it gets stolen, or if I lose it, I just go to the Apple Store and they give me another one for free. So that's my case. Sucker.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting. That'll be an exciting day when you lose your phone.
Well, so apparently it'll be an exciting several days because I was watching YouTube for the drop tests, and apparently this is the first iPhone in many years where this back part is glass. Doesn't look like it, but it is. You can kind of see around the camera casing that it's same kind of material. It's just not frosted here. So apparently, if I were to grip the phone like this and just apply a little bit of pressure with my thumbs, this would shatter easily. So first time I drop it, the back's gonna spider web. What I don't understand is, and so like the people who do the drop tests were like, you never see this with a cell phone, and you especially never see it with an iPhone. We don't know what Apple was thinking, but it's. I haven't.
But you motherfuckers are gonna buy it, so why wouldn't they do it? And they're gonna break your phone, and you're gonna buy another one.
49% of all, or 48% of all phones are iPhones. So like, yeah, people are definitely gonna buy it. I think they're getting to the part where like they need to keep squeezing out performance gains every year, and they're gonna start cutting corners. They have to start cutting corners. Like this is the first year they use a 3 nanometer chip process, which is why the phone's overheating for some people. A lot of power, but a lot of heat. Like you can't make a phone better every year and expect it to function perfectly. That's fucking crazy. They've been pulling it off, but they've also not been changing much. This year they changed quite a bit, but I love it so far. I think it's the best phone I've ever had. You know, as is every new phone.
Great hand feel.
Great hand. Did I tell you about the hand feel? Real nice hand feel. You like that?
Other than it sometimes gets too hot. Other than it sometimes gets too hot to hold, and the back is just shattered glass that cuts your fingers.
Other than it gets too hot to hold, which causes you to drop it, which will then shatter the back glass. It's a delight to keep in your hand.
It is the best phone I've ever owned.
It really is. It's phenomenal, and it just looks so nice. It's such a nice looking phone. You know, they've done a great job. I would recommend this to everybody I know but you. In fact, I think you'd love it too, because you wouldn't be able to help yourself once you saw it in person and you held it. It's one of those see and hold type things. You gotta get deep in there. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, I would love to hear your what's on that beautiful mind of yours.
So I had two things. I was in Chicago for the past 3 days.
Windy City.
I like Chicago a lot.
Yeah.
But the conversations that I overheard, like short snippets of conversations from people I was passing on the street, was so perfect. It could have fit. You could have just word for word taken it out of the real world and put that exact script in Grand Theft Auto with people you're passing on the street, and it would have worked.
Did you remember any?
Yeah, I wrote them down, like word for word. I remember seeing it
in the Navy. I was like, I gotta do this. That's the one I remember from Grand Theft Auto.
So there were three. I passed a group of guys wearing like Peter Millar. Right, the finance bros, they're all the same height, all the same haircut, all the same Peter Millar quarter zips.
Yeah.
And the guy who was talking had his arms crossed, right? Group of three of them or something. And they're all like rare. And he's like, I think people are just scared at 8%, and that's where it's trading right now. And then I walk past, like, I love that. That's great.
It's not timing the market. It's time in the market.
Yeah. It's trading it. People are just scared at 8%. That's where it's trading right now. I mean, and the other guy's like, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. That's what
right.
I think that's what
Scary
it is.
percent.
It's a scary.
It's
It's not a
percent that
good
people are
percent.
scared at. It's a percent at which people become scared. And then I went to the thing about Chicago is you pass people like that, right? And then I went to a sit down restaurant for dinner. Like it wasn't a bar, but I sat at the bar, and the guy at the bar next to me ordered a Michelada. You ever had one of those?
Michelada, is that food or a drink?
It's a drink. It's like a Bloody Mary with beer instead of liquor.
Wow, is that a Chicago thing?
It was this guy's thing.
Michelada.
He was in
that
Chicago.
Sounds pretty disgusting.
It's bad. The only time I've ever had them is when we used to go backpacking. A friend who we would go with would always buy them, like a 16 ounce, and we'd have to drink it before we started backpacking for 2 days. That was like a
That sounds miserable.
It was yeah, and they're usually warm by the time we got there.
Ugh.
Anyway, that's the dichotomy of Chicago.
Right.
People complaining about asset price trade percentages, and then a guy ordered a Michelada for dinner.
Where'd you go to eat? Was it Gibson's? Where'd you go?
That night I went to the Weber Grill, which is actually, have you ever seen it? It's like it's called the Weber Grill. It's a Weber branded restaurant.
Oh, cool.
And like an actual charcoal Weber grill like hangs off the side of the building.
And that's what
it's like their sign.
Oh, got you. That's kind of
golden
cool.
arches. Yeah, it was fine. Food's fine.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Clever
special.
name. At the very least.
So that was the first one. And the second night.
You have a case on your phone? I can't tell. Is it clear?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Must not have a very good hand feel.
All right. So I'm walking back. The next night I'm walking back from dinner. And there's always a conference at the hotel I stay at. It's like a straight up business hotel. It's nice, so I stay there. But without a doubt, every time I come back on like a Tuesday night or Wednesday night, it's packed. And these 3 dad looking guys were standing outside. We paint the picture here. 3 of them wearing cotton polos tucked into jeans, right? Some sort of tennis shoe, like a running shoe, but not like a Common Projects sneaker.
No, like a tennis shoe that's tied tight.
A tennis shoe
with like the loops single knotted and a little floppy.
Yeah. Those guys. And right. I'm walking up, and they were kind of animated. They were. You could tell they were excited to be in town for the big conference. One guy, and I right as I come into earshot, one guy goes, "Hey, 3 beers," and he's finally ready for his first beer. Hey, real quick, I think a few of us are trying to go to Rick's Cabaret tonight. Are you in? And I'm telling you at that exact moment, I got out of earshot. I don't know what the answer was, but that was how perfect was that. And I don't know what I assume Rick's Cabaret is the strip club, but in the context clues,
safe assumption.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know if you heard.
It took him 3 beers to get his first beer. Hey, look,
3 beers and he's ready for his first beer.
Hey, brass tacks here, buddy. We're going to do some weird shit tonight, and I need to know if you're on board right now.
Hey, I know
you're out.
We've only known each other for 45 minutes, but I don't know if you're into it.
You want to go
see Rick's Cabaret?
Some naked mothers and daughters, or what?
Or are you not into that?
Yeah.
It's conference time, buddy. You better be
soft.
Right? Okay.
It's great.
Then the last one, that same trip, I literally got into the elevator me and two other adult men who were strangers. And I got in first. So I had the responsibility of pushing the floor buttons for the entire car. That's stressful.
I to completely disagree. I relish the opportunity. I feel like a leader of men when I do it, and I feel like I do it with humor, and I let people enjoy the process of riding the elevator with me.
Understood. Yes. There are certain circumstances under which you may not be in the mindset to be able to handle that responsibility.
Okay. All right, I feel you. Got it.
And I get in the elevator and I hit the two floors, and we're just kind of standing there. And it was, again, three guys. We're all the same age, just not talking. There's no conversation. We get to the first floor, and the one guy, he's like, "Well, gents," right as the doors open, he's like, "Well, gents, thanks for the ride," and he walks off.
Wow, that's a legendary sign off from an elevator.
And it closed, and I was just like, "Oh man, now what? How do you top that?"
Well, gents,
Thanks for the ride.
Thanks for the ride. This is Jack signing off. That sounds
This one's
like
me.
something that Neil Armstrong should have said when he took his first steps on the moon, or something, or like what Neil Armstrong would say to like the rocket as it separated from the space capsule and fell back down towards the Earth. See you, rocket. Thanks for the ride. Not what you say when you're walking out of an elevator with two strangers.
At the Chicago Marriott. Anyway.
Well, gents, thanks for the ride. I'm going to start saying that when I get off of elevators. Like what it sounds like such a serious, heavy thing to say. Like
that's how it came off. And also at the same time, it's like I didn't do much. You're welcome. I mean, I don't know. I didn't do anything. So I'm not like pulling the cable.
Yeah, you're
I should have said you're welcome.
Should have. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
He clearly felt comfortable with you being his captain.
You're welcome. So, okay. So those are the three NPC things. I thought it was notable. Never fun.
No, that's incredibly notable. I would rank them in order of elevator. Elevator, just because it struck me in a special way. Yeah. Then the strip club guy, then the vest guy, then the Michelada guy. He's last because it frustrates me that someone would do that.
I think what I noticed about the Michelada thing was that it happened right after the finance bro thing, right?
Really?
So that's like
so it was a bang bang.
Yeah, it was kind of like you got finance bros, and then you get people ordering beer Bloody Marys for dinner. So like that's why I like Chicago, man. There's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I haven't spent much time in Chicago, but I've been there. I've been there enough times to get a beat on it, and it feels like small New York or giant Pittsburgh, and I can't tell which one. You know, it has the best of both of those cities.
Yeah,
you know, it brings the best elements from both of those cities into one city, which then has its own problems, but like is still, you know, I think, or maybe Philly is a better comparison.
I've never spent a lot of time in Philadelphia. Yeah,
Philadelphia is weird. There's not enough nice areas in Philadelphia. There are some beautiful areas, but they're too inconsistent, right? Like block to block, you really don't know what you're going to get. But Chicago, I feel like is pretty well sectioned off at this point. Like the neighborhoods they have their identity, and you know what you're getting. But it's too cold.
It's a good way. It's definitely a different vibe. It's a Midwest city, right? And I think that has more that resonates more with Pittsburgh than Philadelphia and New York.
Yeah,
but it's still huge. And the downtown has huge buildings, and it's really, really photogenic with the river and all the bridges. And
I did a boat tour, an architectural boat tour in Chicago. It was a cool thing to do. A good way to see the city.
You also get where you don't get in Pittsburgh, but you get in New York. You get like the big city moments where the best way I can describe those is, for example, if you're trying to if you're walking down a block and you're going to cross that street, you can't even get to the corner because there's so many people. There's so much like human cross traffic. And it's not because of a sporting event just let out. It was, just people crossing the street. That's like a big city thing. That does not happen very often, but it's like, holy shit, I can't even cross the sidewalk. There's too many people.
I was in San Francisco recently, which is a ghost town, and had that experience because I was staying at a hotel right across the street from the Giants ballpark, which I forget what it's called now. Pac Bell. Is it still called Pac Bell? Petco? No. AT&T? I don't know. I think it's Oracle, or that's where the Warriors play. Anyway, so I'm there for work, right? For one night. We are staying literally across the street from the Giants game. It is the most beautiful night that you could imagine. And there's tickets available for $15 to go to this game. And the guy that I was traveling with for work, who I didn't really know, refused to go because it was too expensive. And he was like, I love baseball. I love going to baseball games. And I'm like, dude, we're going out to dinner anyway. Let's just go to the game. We'll get a hot dog. We'll leave in the fifth inning. It's $15. And he was like, nah, right. I can't do it. Like, what fuck games is wrong with you?
Does he go watch fucking high school games? Which game is not too expensive?
So I started drilling into it. And by the end of my investigation, which I didn't, I tried to make as I was so frustrated by the moment that my motivation to figure out what made this man tick was so strong that I was very kind and interested and engaged during my questioning. And so I got a lot of information out of him. And I learned,
but inside you're just raging,
fuming. Couldn't be wanting. We were in an Uber together, which we ended up doing. We ended up getting in an Uber and going to dinner in Chinatown, which was about a 20-minute Uber ride away each way. And so we ended up getting back from dinner at the same time the Giants game was letting out. Right. Which, by the way, by the time we're done with dinner, he's like, "You're right. We should have gone to the game." And I was ready to push me over the edge. So he didn't spend money on anything. This motherfucker does not spend money on a thing. Every time I would say, "So you're telling me you don't fill in the blank," expecting this is the time where he's finally going to come around, his answer would be no. So it was interesting to see what the things he spent money on. He didn't spend money on clothes. Every concert he had been to was a ticket that he was either given, gifted, or I don't know, won in a contest or something. And there was one thing that he said he spent money on, and it was so bizarre, but I don't remember what it was now. Anyway, going from ghost town San Francisco, this is what made me thought of this. Going from ghost town San Francisco, which looks really bad right now, to the throng of people who just let out from a baseball game and getting caught up in that traffic was really frustrating.
Sounds like a great night overall.
Made me think of that.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got stirred up
that's
there.
It. Yeah. Good story. And I appreciate the oversell on the conversation with the guy.
I wish I remembered more details about what actually made him the way that he was, but I think I was too angry to actually pay attention. I just wanted to give the appearance of
it was really really insane. I mean, I know I'm not saying it now, but
yeah, you're not experiencing any of that, but just take my word for it.
People and their fucking stories. I hate when people tell stories. Not you.
Yeah, they're usually not very good. I don't know. Mine aren't very good either.
So the other idea I had, you got to stick with me on this one.
All right.
Hair bands.
Yeah,
I had the idea. I don't know how I came up with this, but to write a hair band song, and those songs always had like, yeah, it's kind of like every song, but like for some reason, like hair bands, like they like the name of the song and the lyrics were always like had to do with like relationships, right? Like love and relationships, but they were described in like a way that was trying to be overly dramatic, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I think I'm on the scent, but keep going. Explain
Like
it in
once
more
bitten,
detail.
like once bitten, twice shy. Like that's kind of like a but it's about a relationship. But like I have trouble with them.
It's about not wanting to put yourself out there again because you've been hurt
Right.
before.
Something like
the
that.
least tough thing I can think of. Right. And then there's also like the element of it that the artwork on the album was always like snakes mixed with a rose, mixed with like a heart, mixed with like a cupid with a tattoo on his arm. Like I don't know.
I'm looking up the lyrics for that song. Okay, so but the lyrics are like they always end up kind of being like about the girl, right? And like what went wrong. But it's like very the song, it has lyrics. Excuse me, has a title that's kind of you have to decipher, but the lyrics themselves are about it's like talking to somebody. Anyway, so I had an idea, and maybe even the band is named this, but it's called Bad Connection, right? That's my idea for the name of a hair band song.
I like it so far.
Maybe it's by the band Bad Connection off their self-titled debut album Bad Connection.
I like that.
But instead of the lyrics being about a failed relationship, they were strictly about when in the 1980s or 90s you would call someone and there would be a bad connection on the phone and it would like pop and crackle. You could still kind of hear the other person, but like you know how that experience happens where you're like, is it you or is it my side or your side? Or I'll tell you what, let me just call you back. And then you dial back. But like the whole song is about that process. So like maybe the song starts out, you think it's the lyrics are gonna be like, yeah, it's about some sort of relationship with some girl, but really it's just about making a phone call where there's a bad connection and you have to redial it. Can we write those lyrics?
I used to do a bit in my Type 5 about like cell phone investigation, like the cell phone investigators, right? Like how everyone becomes obsessed with figuring out why the call dropped as soon as you reconnect. Like, was that you? Was it me? Who was it? What do you think it was? You in a tunnel? Is it storming? Is your internet down? Are you connected to Wi-Fi? That used to be a bit of mine. So I feel like we've got overlapping bits here.
Okay.
Which I like.
Yeah. We're onto something. I think we got enough to write a song.
I think Bad Connection is a insanely good name too.
Right?
It's perfect actually.
Bad Connection. I'm a bad boy.
Right. I'm a bad boy. If you get with me, I'm a bad boy. We're going to have a bad connection. We're going to be connected. That is irrefutable, but it's not going to be good for you. It's not going to end well for either of us.
We're both going to want to get into this, but it's going to be tough to hear each other.
Hold on. I think those might be the opening lyrics. We're both going to want to get into this, but it will be tough to hear each other.
I think I think the end of the only thing I've written that I'm kind of dead set on is for the bridge.
Over the non-negotiables.
The bridge. The lyrics at the end of the bridge have to be, is it you or is it me?
Okay, You're gonna get no argument from me on that lyric. That's a good one.
Thank you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
write them out. Let's get this started.
I'm so happy right now because I'm holding my mic and leaning back. I noticed on every one of these podcasts, you are leaning back.
You got to get a
leaning
boom
forward. Yeah, I got to get a boom. You're right, or a longer cord, and I can
because it doesn't sound great. I'll be honest. It sounds like you're kind of blowing it out a little bit, but it depends on where you're holding it. No, you're good.
How about now?
It's fine.
No, I just turned the gain down. Let's see.
Yeah,
but I notice sometimes. Well, here I don't want to blow it out. I notice sometimes that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that seems to be the right distance.
Well, it's in and out.
In and out, huh? Got to find that right.
Maybe I got to turn mine down.
No, you always sound great.
You think so? I think my mic sounds worse than yours.
No way. No way.
Yeah, yours sounds mine's like it's not. The EQ isn't right on mine.
Well, let's see. Let's go to the G Hub, shall we?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah, let's fuck around with audio shit. Don't we? We haven't done this in a while. No, I want to write this song.
Yeah, all right. So let me just write bridge. And this is the last line.
I love how it takes very little to get you into the mic settings. Like you're on board to jump into mic settings at the drop of a hat.
You know what's funny? I'm conscious of how my voice sounds to the point where
you have a great voice. When
I was doing Bad Dome stuff, and I recorded some of my early shows, and I would scream at the crowd, and I was like, it's too high. So then I started chain smoking, and it brought it down a little bit to a really good level. And I'm like, okay, got it.
It does, that's I heard Howard Stern say that before too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he did the same thing. But you have a lot of bass in your voice, which is good. We both do actually, but you have a nice resonance. I think you have a very good radio speaking voice.
Yeah. All right, folks, and now you're about to hear the new debut single from a band, Bad Connection, off their titled album, Bad Connection. This is Bad Connection.
So this is what I don't get.
This is Bad Connection.
When you bring your head closer to the mic, it sounds great.
Like this.
Yes.
So maybe I got to turn this back up. Now does it sound just as good if I'm doing this or no?
It's just different, right? So tell me that.
Yeah.
If I'm, maybe I just need to have the mic straight up. If I'm like this, does it sound better if I'm like this?
It doesn't sound any different, but it's when you have it too close and you talk too loud, you can tell it's in the red.
Got it. All right.
Maybe I'll just move it to here and try to keep it.
Keep
the volume down.
Is it your love is like a bad connection?
I mean, we can do that. I think you got to make the
now I'm just
you got to make the connection. Connection. We got to. I think the way this would actually work is if you start with lyrics as though it was a typical 80s hair band song about a relationship, but then by the end of it, you're strictly talking about the telephone call.
Yeah. I like that. Too much static. Too many dropped calls. Unreliable networks.
So let's hear some start throwing them out there. Let's get some lines. We'll rearrange them later.
You and me, girl.
That's a start of one.
We've got a bad connection.
I think that's like the end of the verse. So what happens when you figure it out? I was like, can you hear me? It's sounding pretty weird. Weird's not the right word.
Oh, I like weird. I like weird. Weird fits well.
Can't tell if
What if it's like a what if it's like an Enter Sandman type song and it's like a lot of phrases, a lot of consecutive phrases? Like, can you hear me? Too much static.
yeah.
I'm on my knees.
Yeah. Begging.
Yeah.
Begging for some clarity.
Clarity. Too much static, too much noise. And then
You
I
gotta
like when
rhyme something
they
with
rhyme it with something that doesn't fit, like too many sad, dejected boys. Yeah, we got to rhyme something with boys or with noise. Too much static, too much noise. Maybe noise isn't the right word to rhyme with.
yeah, maybe. Noise and boys work, so we got to figure something out with
Does.
boys.
Yeah, just write down something about boys.
Something about boys.
Or toys. Like the frustration with not being able to work, these toys.
These toy, yeah, the too
many expensive toys.
too many problems with all these toys.
Ooh, I like that because it's like a commentary on society.
But also not like
He's
these.
begging for some clarities. Is that a rhyme?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's good enough. I'm on my knees. Maybe that's part of the bridge.
Can we make it clarities?
Yeah.
Okay,
Of course we can.
Beautiful.
It's our song.
It's a word, but
we're writing this.
Or is it begging for some charity? Charity is like a very good hair metal song.
It is, but clarity is definitely more on point with the fact that this phone call is having trouble. I mean, let's we gotta make sure we're focusing on that.
Yeah. I love too many problems with all these toys. That's such a good line. Because like it's like calling this a toy when it's a very useful tool for communication is like a very hair metal thing to do, right?
Right.
I don't have time for these toys, man. Like I'm in the real world. Why don't you join me in the real world, man? All right.
So
too much static, too much noise, too many.
How about
these toys?
I think let's also make this as if it was like a wall phone, right? With a cord. What's about that? Dial tones.
What about like the storm causing static?
Yeah. Weather like, outside doesn't seem too nice.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I like that because that's like a relation. You can make that.
What about being like wrapped up in the long cord? You know, like if you're on the kitchen phone and you've been walking around and you've got the long cord and now you're tied up in it. You're bound. You're immersed in the confusion.
Yeah, slave to the cord.
But it's got to be chord like CHORD because we're making music and we're slaves to our music.
Well, we won't have subtitles, so we won't be
like the Beatles.
We'll leave it up to the listener to make the distinction.
If I tell you the band name is the Beatles, do you know it's spelled BEAT? We're artists.
Yeah. Slave to the cord. Like maybe there's a comment about
slave to the cord. CHORD could be a band name.
Okay.
Of its own.
Yeah, right. it could be. All right. There. You happy?
Thank you. Yes.
What about if you put like what could go possibly wrong? Definitely like the cord itself, right? If your cord's too crimped.
Right. Right. If you've got a kink in the hose.
Yeah.
A kink in the
kinked.
cord.
Kink.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a word you can use both ways.
Right. 100%. It's a great word.
Kink in the cord.
And like
kicking the cord causing all these problems.
Yeah. Or if we want to rhyme it, is it causing me to be bored?
I don't like that.
Yeah, it doesn't fit the motif.
Kicking the cord causing all these problems.
All right, so what else can go wrong with a phone call when people are investigating?
Satellite. We got to talk about some satellites, right?
Let's talk about satellites. Let's talk about tunnels.
Yeah.
Tunnels are deep, dark places.
Are you in the valley? I'm up in the plains.
I'm up on the hills. Yeah,
I'm up on the hills.
Yeah.
We're not on the same page here.
We're not on the same page. We're in different. We have different topography. We have different topographical challenges.
What rhymes with page that could be a geographical problem for a phone call? Tunnel. No. You're in a rural area. I'm in the metropolis.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Never mind, I'll do this later. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Satellites.
Our satellites are not in orbit.
Yeah. Are you going through a tunnel? Are you in the valley? I'm here.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Are you in a tunnel?
We're not on the same page.
Or in a valley?
I'm here and I'm clear. Standing on the hills. Or what about a cell phone tower? Should we talk about cell phone towers?
Near the tower.
Yeah.
Near the cell tower. My townhouse. Hold on. The phone tower. My townhouse is near the phone tower. It's not me. I don't think it's me.
Because I'm starting to get the feeling that this is a song about a guy who's being deceived into thinking that the person on the other end is having problems with their phone, but they just really don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Which I think is a great direction to go, because it's like the frustration of not knowing why these calls keep getting dropped.
Wrapped up in the cord.
The person just doesn't want to talk to us.
Untangling my love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. Like you're bound and broken, or like
untangling my feelings.
Yeah. I'm bound by the cord.
Ceiling rhymes with feelings. Close enough.
Yeah. Spinning. The ceiling is spinning. Ceiling.
Well, no, I think we got to have.
Ceiling.
Now it's got to be a line specifically about making a phone call.
Right.
Wrapped up in the cord, entangling my feelings. Tried to put my phone up closer to the ceiling.
Yeah, I like that. Like one of these.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, is this better?
Yeah.
Is this better? Is this better or is this worse?
Yeah, I like that.
Is this better or is this worse?
Yeah, that's right. Can you hear me now needs to be in there. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Is this better or is this worse? Can you hear me now? Twice. Can you hear me now? I think we're writing this in reverse. I've often thought about this, right? Like, I'm sure there's both, but it's very hard to write the lyrics of a song without the melody. Like it makes much more sense to make the melody first. So how quickly can you whip up some hair bandy sounding sounds?
I can probably do it over the weekend.
Oh, you couldn't do it live though?
No. I can make one that's like legit. I can make like a legit sounding song, right? I can just play the guitar. I gotta do it into the computer. And yeah, it's not possible. I'm sure it's possible, but it's not possible for me to try right now.
Okay, well then let's keep doing it this way. Is this better?
I think let's just we brainstorm some ideas.
We're not on the same page. Are you on in a valley?
How about wasn't there always I feel like every once in a while on an old phone, a wall phone, you dial a number and then it'd be like bad circuit or something. And it wouldn't connect the call. Like bad, like it would give you some sort of error code.
Yeah, like some prompt from the phone company to tell you that you've got a bad connection.
Circuit.
What about talking about the operator? I feel like bringing the operator into a song is always a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a plea. It's like a desperate plea for someone to hear you. The operator always picks up.
Need some help from an operator.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work, operator? I'll call you later. Something like that.
We could rhyme operator with, I guess I'm just a bad dater. No, gator.
Can never seem to figure out can never seem to.
I don't know if it's now or later.
Words that rhyme with operator.
Tater.
Greater. Elevator.
Accelerator. Ooh, I like accelerator.
Need some help from an operator. Maybe you just stepped onto an elevator.
Yes.
Did you just step onto an elevator?
Perfect. I mean, that's our best lyric yet.
Yeah. We need the rhyme. We just need Google to tell us which words rhymed with one another. Yeah.
Refrigerator.
What other ones do we have here? Worse. Curse. Come on, rhyme rating 100.
96 more rows.
There we go.
Perverse.
I like curse, man. That's a great hair band's
lyric. Yeah. Curse is great. I didn't hear you say that.
This chord I'm wrapped up in is such a curse.
No, keep the chords separate. Is this better or is this worse? Or is this my infinite curse? Boom.
Yeah.
Eternal curse.
Is this connection my eternal curse?
Yeah. Or like, yeah,
What
like,
did I- what did
am
I
I
do to
eternally
deserve this?
cursed to have a bad connection?
What did I? Yeah, exactly. Love it.
Too much static, too much noise, too many problems with all these toys.
Nice.
That's such a good opener.
What a great website, Rhyme Zone.
Yeah.
Device. Have you updated? Is your OS updated on your device?
Yeah. Or no, it's too complicated. Like, yeah, can you update your device? Because that's like your device is like your mode.
Yeah.
Modus operandi.
I think we got to make that longer. Can you update your device is too short, but that's the exact message.
It's got a good flow to it. Can you update your device?
Yeah,
Good.
okay.
It's got a good like
Appreciate
iambic pentameter.
You layering it out there. What are the words?
Suffice. Mice was the first one I thought of. So whenever you texted me, remind me of a hair metal song. My first instinct was, hey, remind me of a hair metal song.
Oh,
any song. And then I read it and I was like, oh no, he's talking about the podcast.
he's got one. Oh, you thought it was just, okay.
I thought it was just like
you want like starting a conversation over a text message.
Yeah, or like just like you were thinking up of something and you couldn't think of a good hair metal song.
Yeah.
Candelabrum.
Arun Shalam.
These are all
Astroblum. A pit-like structure created by an impacting meteoroid.
It's not a problem for an astronomer. Astroblum.
Anyway, I think it's a good start. I think satellite. Don't want to fight.
Isn't satellite one of those words that like orange that doesn't have a rhyme?
Don't want to fight rhymes with satellite, and I don't want to hear otherwise.
Fair enough. You'll get no argument from me. I'm on my knees begging for some clarities.
Signal. That's another word that needs to be in there.
That doesn't seem too nice. Can you update your device? This is fucking gold, man. Like, this is so perfect.
Isn't it?
I mean, if we had this idea when we were younger men, we'd have the camera out already. We'd have costumes and we'd have the camera out because this is gold. This is what the people want. I mean, this is crowd pleasing, solid gold.
My mind sometimes it's eminently entertaining. I could do nothing but just sit there and talk to myself. It'd be entertained.
I think we both have that gift, which is very rare to be close friends with someone who has the ability to pick up where, because you came up with this after this is deep in thought stuff. Like you were sitting there and you were amusing yourself with your brain, and it's fun that like whether it doesn't matter which one of us has the idea, we're both able to like jump in and be like, okay, I get it. You know, that's a fun thing. But I feel the same way. I feel really bad for people that don't feel that way. I'm very comfortable being on my own, and I like it. I like spending time by myself so much because I really do find myself quite entertaining.
Turn that gain up on your volume on your mic. You're fading in and out there a little. Yeah.
Got it.
I agree with you though. It would be tough to not make yourself laugh.
Yeah, it would be horrible. I wouldn't like that one bit.
Not a life I'd want to live.
Wrapped up in the cord, untangling my feelings. Trying
We
to
gotta actually. I'm
closer
going.
to this.
I know. Stupid is this? That's
great.
I'm finding out that that's the brand of comedy where it's I don't have the ability to make like smart comedy. I have the ability to just make things that are so fucking dumb that no one's ever thought of them, and that's what's funny about it.
I don't classify it as, I get what you mean, but I don't classify it as dumb. I think I think dumb people would not appreciate this, nor would they be able to think of it. So that's why I think it might be simple, but it's not dumb. Dummies wouldn't enjoy this. They wouldn't understand. They wouldn't get why it's funny.
That's true. The guys in Chicago who are planning on going to Rick's Cabaret probably wouldn't.
The Peter Millar crew, they're not getting this.
No, it's really the only people that find it funny are you and me.
What else is like something that could go wrong with a phone call? Like, or what about something about a dropped call?
Call waiting,
right? Like
coming in and out. Yeah.
Call waiting. What if there's a breakdown part of the song where the singer's like, call waiting, call dating, all this masturbating, like call waiting, dropped calls, Niagara Falls. You're frozen. You're frozen in a very pensive state, and it looks like you're taking what I'm saying very seriously.
Okay, I missed all of that. The last thing I heard.
Yeah, you were frozen. It was funny.
Yeah, it was less funny on my end.
You were frozen like this. So I wasn't getting much of a reaction.
Call waiting.
Did you hear my idea for the breakdown?
No, that's when it cut out.
Okay, so what if there's like a breakdown part where it's like call waiting, call dating, all this masturbating, or like dropped calls, empty malls, Niagara Falls. Like just a bunch of rhyming, inane statements.
So I think that's the bridge. I think we put that in the bridge.
All right.
Call waiting is good. I want to make it so that like call waiting, but like also, are you waiting? Like what in this relationship are you waiting for?
Yeah. Or like
this must be what they call waiting. Oh! This must be what they call waiting. This must be what they call waiting.
Dude, that's you got to put call waiting in quotes for the subtitles, please.
Bold.
Yeah, thank you. Dude,
that's the last line of the verse. So let's find something that rhymes with waiting.
Hold on. Now I'm thinking that this is not just a song. This is an album. These are several songs. That's too good for a lyric. That needs to be the name of a track.
Concept album.
This must be what they call waiting. Needs to be the first track on this album.
There are some really good rhymes here. Translating, mating, dating, obviously, relating.
Yeah. Call waiting.
Equating, negating.
Creating. Demarcating. Reinstating. Predating.
Freighting. You shipping anything? Freighting. The transportation of goods, originally by water, now also by land.
My love is less than a truckload. You ever heard the term LTL? Shipping?
Dude, maybe hold on. I got an idea. What if okay, so the band is named, we'll just call it Bad Connection. And the first song is about a phone call being a bad connection. But then the rest of the songs on the album are all the same type of song, but they relate to like a very specific thing. But like the lyrics are about that very specific thing. Like, I'm trying to think. Like being in a rental car and forgetting to take your Easy Pass with you, so now you have to go through the toll booth.
That is the worst. I hate when that happens.
Let's stick to the first song first. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes, I completely understand what you're saying. Like, so you're saying the Bad Connection phone call being one example of several small things that this artist just can't handle and is tortured by. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And also equates. There's also a love angle to all these things.
Of course, the toll booth. I mean, you got to pay the toll. You've got to wait in line. Like there's a lot of drama there. The stakes are high.
I don't have exact change.
Yeah, there's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety.
Got to go to full service.
You can make another one about getting on an elevator and having to hit the buttons for everybody else.
Yeah.
Big game. Big moment.
What if I miss?
Yeah. What if I hit the wrong floor? Are we going down? Are we going up? I'm so confused.
This must be what they call waiting. Oof. That is such a good line, man.
That's great. It's perfect. I like that one. I like begging on my knees, begging for some clarities. That's a great one. I like when people. So really, is it recreating or recreating?
All of this. Hold on.
Hover over it. I need to know. All the static can be deflating.
Yeah.
I don't know if deflating is the right word though. I can read it. It's just a little blurry. Make it a little bit bigger if you can. No, like yeah, that works. That works. Okay.
You see what I'm going for there?
Yeah, I think the static and deflating don't work well together because static wouldn't deflate something. It like irritates it. It causes it to
but that's
give off electricity.
I think deflating is the right emotion.
Oh, you're going for the emotion. Okay, I get it. So you're rhyming it. You're rhyming it, and you're making you're connecting the bad connection with the feelings.
That's right.
But is it deflating or is it irritating? We'll keep deflating. Because like static is literally irritating, and like I'm just like, why do we have this bad connection? I don't like it. I don't like that we have this bad connection. It's frustrating me.
I think we made. I actually have to run soon. I'm going into the office today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, this is a great. I don't know why I reacted that way. It's shitty.
Oh, cool.
Friday.
Yeah. Okay. Good. This is our first Google Doc. Bad connection.
Rich and Josh. Your love is like a bad connection.
I love it. I think it's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great idea, man. You've outdone yourself on this one.
I'll see if I can put some chords. Like, it's pretty simple to write one of these songs. I think you just write some chords and that's it.
Yeah, well, you actually can play the guitar, so you should be able to come up with
I wrote
a lick.
I told you I wrote What's that?
Can you play? Oh no, you got to go. But
yeah.
Do you have an acoustic guitar?
No.
If you did, you could pick it up and play it, right?
fucking
know.
acoustic guitar, man. I'm not. I hate.
So
I had
big.
an acoustic guitar. They're loud. Like you can't play it in a house with anyone else there. It's too fucking loud. And the songs you play are not songs that I like. That was the other thing. I was like, I would
like
so
folk
much
music.
rather learn how. I'm gonna play the electric guitar because I want to play riffs of rock songs. I don't want to play John Mayer.
You want to play Bad
and
Connection?
I did all this, and I don't want to do it anymore.
You have too many problems with all these toys. Is this better or is this worse? Or is this connection my eternal curse? Is so good.
Yeah, man. All right. Good start.
Yeah,
Something
buddy.
to work on. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Thanks, man. This was a great birthday gift.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, buddy. Later.